Hello, my friends. I am coming live on YouTube. Do not mind this back mess. I felt the need to do this, had to do it now. So I don't have tea, but I do have tarot. Actually, it's more oracle cards that I have for you today. One oracle card in particular. So yesterday I was floating through Facebook land like we all do these days, right? And I see someone in one of these tarot groups that I belong to on Facebook, and they've shared a card. And I was like, hey, that card looks familiar. And then I'm like, okay, I have that deck. I wonder if that person wrote their own take on said card, or if they just copied it out of the book. I'm always curious about stuff like that, right? Because I'm guilty of it too, right? Sometimes I copy the stuff because what they give you for the card is what it's meant to portray. And sometimes I add my own little thing too, but I wanted to see what this person did. And well, yes, they copied it word for word. But I read just out of the book, first of all, what the card was. And then the cards sit in this box, right? But they just kind of float right to the top here. And some of the cards had sort of slid across onto this ledge. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I could just find it quick and have a look at the actual card. And I go to pick the cards that slid off to the side. I go to take them off the top, and I look at the bottom, and it's the same card that I'm actually looking for. Okay? It gets even freakier. Okay? So then, kids are in bed later in the evening, and I come downstairs, and because I left my tablet downstairs, my iPad downstairs. So I come and I get the iPad, and I grab it. No, the kids weren't in bed yet. We were about to have dinner. I grabbed the tablet. No, they were about to call their father. That's why I needed the tablet. So I grab the tablet and I look at it, and it's 5:55 on May 5th. And I'm like, no freaking way. That's literally 5 5s, right? 555, 5th month, 5th day. I was just like, oh, okay, this is getting weird. In the meantime, I'm still going back to this oracle deck, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play around with those tonight. So there are a couple different spreads that they have in the book. So there's like divination layouts that you can do where you can ask questions. And then they have something also called intention layouts. So there's one is your intention authentic? The purpose of it, intention for love, for wealth, removing blocks, your career path, and then there's a chakra layout. So there's different things. Anyways, just so you know, I did the intention for love, not just love from someone else, also including self-love, right? It doesn't mean it has to be from somebody. And so I pull my 4 cards, and that was fine. And whenever I do a tarot draw or an oracle draw, I always take the rest of the deck, right, that I have that hasn't been drawn, and I look at the bottom. And usually the card on the bottom is kind of a clarifying card for me. So it will be the card that sort of summarizes the draw. And guess what? It was the same card from Facebook previously. So between that and the 55555, I am here because I feel drawn to sort of share this particular card with everyone. I think it has a message that possibly a lot of people need or want to hear right now. It's a card that focuses on the root chakra. So that's the bottom chakra, the base. It's the first chakra, and it deals a lot with stability, right? Feeling safe, things like that. So the card is red, and it is called renewal. Now on the card, you'll see, trying to get no glare for you here. She's got like geraniums in front of her. Okay. And to the one side here, we see that like the geranium leaves are blowing off, and it's kind of the winter, right? On that side of her. And then on the other side, it's spring, right? And that geranium is kind of on the other side, looks fine. So it's about, weathering the seasons and working our way through what might be cold and chilly to our spring days ahead. But particularly what it says in the book, The Red Cards at a Glance, talking about renewal. It says, you're being offered a chance to awaken to a new life. You may need to deepen your roots and anchor yourself by taking stock of what you would like to create. This is a time to start again and grow a strong foundation. A lot of people, with everything that's going on with COVID, are finding that they're a little lost. So right now, especially because on May 11th, we're heading into a new moon, and it's specifically a new moon in Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign, and earth signs deal a lot in the material, in earth, in grounding. So I think a lot of people are going to be feeling like they're going a little stir crazy, and it's because they need to ground themselves. They need to renew from source, right? They need to connect with that base chakra, right? That root chakra, because that is the foundation for everything that you're going to build on top of it. And if that base is not strong, then everything else is going to end up like a wobbly game of Jenga. So renewal specifically says geranium, and it says this is another beginning. It goes into several things. So the legend behind it, behind geraniums in particular, apparently, it says geraniums leaves shrivel and are stolen by the wind. She is pried from her pot and is deeply saddened when she is thrown away. But when she awakens, she is blooming once again. Now she lives in a large park, a former landfill site, surrounded by lush greenery, and her roots run deeper than ever before, opening her to the possibilities of her new life. So the inspiration behind it says, what appears to be an end may not be one after all. This may turn into a remarkable opportunity. Trust that whatever is coming is better than what you have known to this point. The personal inquiry associated with this card, or maybe what you should be asking yourself, is, am I positive in the face of change? Or am I defeated? Am I ready to step into the new me? A lot of people aren't working the jobs that they normally would, aren't doing the things that they normally would. So there's a serious loss of self when it comes to some things, because, we've been homebound. We haven't been able to do all of the things that we've normally done. I used to work at a hotel. Nobody's traveling. Nobody's staying in hotels right now. Like, I haven't been to the hotel to work since March 8th of last year. It's been insane. And right now, currently in Ontario, we are still in lockdown until at least May 19th. So it's been a time of change for everybody. And everybody's, you're getting 50% of the people or better who are just, they're defeated. They're defeated. They're not positive in the face of change. I encountered people like that recently, and I was like, you can do a lot of things to change your attitude, but they also had this like sense of entitlement. Like, no, I don't have to do that. I'm not going to do that. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Okay, then I hope you're happy. Enjoy. the key ideas surrounding this renewal card is sourcing from a more beneficial place, feeling in the dark, change in circumstances, and unexpected blessings. And the keywords associated with it are generation, regeneration, awakening, and fortune. Because if you can have that solid foundation, you can build great things, amazing things, phenomenal things. And then there's a wee meditation at the bottom. So the meditation at the bottom regarding geranium and this renewal card says, imagine being discarded like geranium. Feel her fear and sadness as she surrenders to the inevitable. Now wake up in a new place. Notice how you feel. Let your feeling take you on a journey. Allow yourself to see and hear whatever experience is meant for you. Observe how you handle change. So if you were to wake up somewhere that you don't know and that you don't recognize, how would you handle that? I think everybody needs to maybe stop, take a breath, and just kind of relax into a new normal. Like, if this last year has shown us anything, it's shown us that nothing is going to change overnight. We won't be back to what we know next week or next month. We probably won't even be back to what we know next year. Who knows when we will be. So just breathe. Know that whatever things are going to change for you, there is always going to be a better side to it. You know, accentuate the positive. Roll with that. Because if you get stuck in this landfill, you might be lost. You might not find your way out of that. Some people stay stuck and miserable in that kind of a mind frame for a while. Now, when I did my draw, this other card kind of struck a chord with me too. And it was who you are in a relationship was the first card. And the first card that I got in particular was called Recovery. And I'm going to read you the meditation for recovery because it was one I really enjoyed. The keywords for this are genuineness, regeneration, and understanding. And if you know me, that's me in any relationship, friendship, or otherwise. The meditation for this, imagine standing outside a door, holding a string of keys. Each one is a different chakra color. A key calls out to you. Visualize opening the door with your key. Let the light from the other side wash over you as you enter. Is the light a particular color? What is this journey about? So this was called like the lilac key, okay, because the card is purple. It deals with your third eye chakra, which is all about intuition, okay? And the lilac key, it says pain from our past unlocks the door of understanding. Yeah. Is it time to recover a part of me that has been dormant? Am I ready to live an inspired future? Abso-frickin-lutely. Right? Right. Key ideas behind this card: facing fears, wounding is strength, courage to face pain, and awakening greatness. Because this year is going to be fabulous. I'm telling ya. I mean, this thing popped up to me 3 times yesterday. 3 times. I have been sharing it with my friends in like private messages and texts and whatnot, but I felt like I needed a wider audience to see it and to receive its message. So I hope that renewal finds you well. I hope that you are able to face adversity and smile. I hope that you are able to see the bright side of any struggles that you might have had, because they're there. You just have to look for them. All right, my friends, I hope you have a fantastic day. I love you all, and we'll see you soon. Bye.